Hey guys, Joseph here, back again finally, with another LEGO review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Cobi's T34-85 tank. So, this is the first off-brand LEGO I think I have reviewed on the channel so far. It's mostly been LEGO stuff. But I think this is a very good set from Cobi. And this is the first Cobi LEGO set, or Cobi set, that I've ever had. And I like it a lot. Now, I don't usually buy off-brand LEGOs, but of course, as we know, LEGO doesn't make tanks, which they should. But I think this is a very good one right here. And if you want a LEGO tank, then buy this, and it's almost as good as LEGO is. So, I'll be starting with some of the kind of the features of the outside, and there's a little bit of inside space. And then I'll go into more like detail stuff about the build and everything. Sorry I could not get a build video of this, but this was much different than LEGO for building. It was a little harder, a bit harder than building LEGO sets are. So I had to keep on going back over my steps and redoing some stuff. So sorry that I couldn't get that up, but here's the review, so I hope you like it. So we'll start from the turret here. We have a gun, can angle up and down like this. The turret can spin a whole 360 degrees around, and there's the hatch on top, which a figure can fit into. Just barely. If I take the turret off here, you can kind of see it's not much down in there, except it's black, so you probably couldn't see it very well. But I think that's a really good hatch. They use it on a lot of their tanks, because I've seen a lot of their tanks on Amazon and stuff. So, but I think it's a really good one. So yeah, got the antenna up here on top, and I like the shaping is pretty good. Now, of course, it's not quite accurate to the real thing. It's still a little bit kind of blocky because, of course, bricks can't do everything. But I like how they have a lot of pieces LEGO doesn't have. They've got like larger quarter hemisphere pieces and smaller ones, different sizes of that kind of thing, and all different kinds of wedges and plates, and these cool dome pieces like that. The turret does kind of come off easily. It's not the best thing, but it's completely tiled over right here. It's just really, really nice how that's completely tiled right there. There's hardly any studs showing anywhere. Most of them are for detail that are showing. So now let's see, we'll move down to the front here. You gotta turn this thing sideways so that you can open this front hatch. Now it might seem like a good bit of room in there, but it's actually very hard to get a figure in there so that the whole thing will close. And there is a hatch, a little hatch on the front here, but it is pretty much impossible to get a figure to stick his head out of that or anything. But it looks really cool from the outside. You got the little machine gun on the front. And these, although I don't think they're supposed to be replacement tracks, they actually could be used for that if you break one of the tracks here. Although, of course, on the real tank, those are supposed to be something else. And there's a headlight on the side, which is actually that stud in the front is glow in the dark. Turn sideways here. I apologize for this wheel being missing, but I was roughing it up too much, and you don't rough up off-brand LEGOs, or else things like breaking wheels happen. Just a warning. You've got like these fender things on the sides, which can bend up and down. And in the back, this thing can open here with you got the exhaust port things in the back, and a little printed hatch right there. And that can open, although I don't think you're really supposed to put anything in there, but you definitely can put something in there, and there's a good bit of space inside, but it's not really supposed to, and you're gonna have to put this thing up on the end and shake it for something to come out. So I'll recommend just leaving that alone, or just pretending you're opening it for maintenance or something when you're playing with it. On the top here, I like this feature. Now I believe this in real life has a V12 engine or something, but this is a V6 right here. And I think that's good for play right there, playability stuff. And actually, that part leads all the way through. I don't know if you can see my finger in there, but it actually leads all the way underneath. And that's the engine there, so This thing is a little bit harder to open than most Lego stuff, but it opens pretty easily. And then I love these little vents right here, with little holes in them. That's cool. I've got like fuel barrels on the sides here, like that, both sides. And the tracks down here, move down a little more, roll very, very easily. I'm not on a very hard surface here. I'm on a cloth, but I've done it on hard surfaces, and it rolls perfectly. It's really good. Now, I found what will happen is if you start moving it along pretty fast after a few seconds, then the track will actually detach itself and come off. So I wouldn't recommend moving it too fast. The wheels are very well nice there. There's two of them stacked on top of each other back there. There's nothing that really shows a drive sprocket, but that's okay. They've got rubber on these back ones. I guess that helps. That helps to kind of keep the whole thing running smoothly. And I believe that's the right number of wheels. Now, this had stickers, and I'll see if I can find those real quick for you. And a sort of a co-brand with World of Tanks. And so they came with a lot of different kinds of stickers that you can apply in-game. And I don't know if you can see these, they're kind of white against the white background. But I only applied a star on each side because I don't like a whole lot of stuff on mine. Now the box, it did say on it that it actually has a bonus code that you can use in-game. Unfortunately, I think that's only for the PC version, and we use the Xbox console one, so too bad I can't use that. But still cool how it is. Now we don't have this tank in-game, but I have seen it in the store of tanks, and would like to get it sometime in there. World of Tanks is not a sponsor, by the way. So we'll move on a little bit here to, I'm going to take the turret off, and I'll tilt this up, and you can see it's completely just what you'd expect to see, just anti-studs underneath, and some sideways building stuff where see here the wheels are, the front wheels there, or the back wheels I guess, are connected to that. But this is actually one gigantic plate going along under there, but inside it's very straightforward, just building up with mostly plates, hardly any bricks at all. But yeah, I like this tank. It's really cool and fun to play with. It did come with one figure, but I couldn't locate it at this time, so I'm sorry about that. But that's one thing that I don't like about Cobi, is that their figures are just weird looking. But their tanks are amazing, and I wish Lego made tanks, because this isn't quite the quality that Lego is, but they're getting there. So, now you've heard my review of Cobi's T34-85 tank.